Something I noticed as a mom to a child with autism. Once I received my son's autism diagnosis, they gave you a little binder that had like therapists and centers that you could take your child to so that they can get some help or you can get some help with the next steps. But they don't lay out exactly what each center does and who to contact for what, or you're kind of just guessing it on your own. You don't really have proper guidance on who to talk to when you have food issues or you see certain things with sensory or when you need certain things in terms of behavioral help. Like, it's kind of all a guessing game, at least in Canada. That's where I live. I should put that out there. I live in Canada. I know once I got my son's diagnosis, it was just kind of like me going to my doctor and being like, hey, can you help me out and let me know who do I talk to about this? It was hard because it was during COVID. So a lot of the resources too weren't available for me. So it was difficult. I remember calling my 311 number and waiting for an OT, which is an occupational therapist. They deal mostly with like sensory, food, and stuff like that. My son's biggest issue is with food. I remember reaching out and didn't get nothing, like legit crickets. No call, no nothing. They just left me out here trying to figure out how to feed my son. My son Eli was breastfed up until the age of 2. Right before his second birthday, he completely stopped nursing. He was almost pretty much exclusively breastfed. I mean, he didn't eat anything. He didn't want purees. He didn't want milk. Nothing like that. He wouldn't drink juice or water out of a sippy cup or a bottle half of the time. I've been still waiting for an OT, to be honest. I was lucky enough to speak to one through a program at one of the centers. It was just like a 1-hour phone consultation type thing. They did say I could reach out if I ever need more help, but a lot of the tactics that they have provided me with in terms of helping Eli overcome his food aversions and stuff like that and sensitivities haven't helped. And I feel like I'm at the point where I need someone to actually physically see my son and work one-on-one, because maybe what I'm doing is just not working. And what they're telling me to do clearly isn't working. Not fully. I mean, I'm celebrating the little steps that we do take. There is a little bit of progress that has been happening, which I am very grateful for. But the day that my son can pick up a sandwich, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I'm hoping and praying the day that my son could pick up a sandwich, a cracker, a cookie, cheesy, anything like that that's crunchy and crumbly will be the happiest day of my life. I just hope for any parents that have received their child's diagnosis recently, ask your doctor, ask your clinician, ask your physician, whomever gave you the diagnosis, ask them exactly who do I contact for who, if I have any, like, do you have a pamphlet, do you have anything? Because I feel like doctors need to start coming up with stuff like that. Like, they just need to have that information readily available for us parents, because it's hard. It's hard when you're trying to figure out things on your own.